Hi everyone, it's Miriam Ortiz y Pino here, certified professional organizer and simplicity expert. And today might be a little bit different. I'm feeling a soapbox moment coming on. I'm taking a little bit of a turn because I had thought today I would talk to you a little bit about the value of getting organized. But what came up for me as I started to prepare my talking points is that over the last several days, I've had some conversations with people um, that really lead me to make a different kind of connection about the value of getting organized. It's not only about so that you can do other things, it's really about how much you value yourself. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about that today because it's like I said, it's come up 5 or 6 times in the last few days about this value and what does value mean to you when it's about you, when it's about others. What is value? What is your worth? So I want to talk a little bit about that today. But let's give everybody just a moment to show up over here on the Facebook page. We'll adjust my funky hairdo. I don't know what's going on. I have funky hair sometimes. And we can go take a look over at morethanorganized.net. Sign up for all the free resources there. There's some stuff to help you with your daily paperwork and email. There's some stuff to give you some simple tips to get started on getting organized. Lots of free resources over there. Morethanorganized.net. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about how these things came up for me this week. One is I participate with a group of other professional organizers in a couple online forums, and one was other organizers figuring out their own value, like what to charge and how to describe their value to their clients. And one was about what happens when as a business owner, if you're a business owner, what happens when your main source of income or leads or referrals dries up? What do you do then? Is all of your worth as a business owner tied to that one entity? Or have you covered some other bases and come at it from a couple different angles so that no one thing will tank your business? And then the third thing was having a conversation about people as they are getting ready to retire and want to figure out what direction their new life is going to take. Often people have so much identity wrapped up in what work they've been doing and their job title that once they retire, they have this idea that it's all going to be relaxed and nice and a permanent vacation. And eventually it comes down to, oh, who am I and what do I want out of this next phase of my life? Just because you're retired from a job or a career doesn't mean you can't start another one or go in a completely different direction, but you kind of need to think that stuff through a little bit, and many people don't. And then the fourth way it came up was talking to some of my women friends and just how much they give. And all the ways they give away their energy before taking care of themselves. And so I started thinking about organizing as, I think of it as radical self-care, because what you really want to do is take care of yourself. The putting on of your own oxygen mask before you help others around you. The being a fulfilled and impactful person in the world requires you to do your best work. It allows you to express yourself and your gifts to the world and to make a place and an impact. And if you can't do that because all you ever do is give without thought to the things that are going to support and nurture yourself, you're not valuing yourself very highly. And in this day and age, especially this consumer culture that we live in, especially here in America, where there's quick fixes. People are always looking for the tool, the app that's going to fix my time management situation, the autoresponder or funnel sequence that's going to increase my income with my entrepreneurial online business, the container that's going to solve the fact that my kids have too many toys, the bin for the pantry that's going to keep all the snacks from falling over, the garage organizer that's going to keep all the balls and bats from falling onto the car every time you pull into the garage. All those things are kind of superficial fixes to the problem that really is, how much are you worth? Taking the time to get organized means you value yourself and your place in the world, and you deserve an environment to do that work, to do that thing you do, whether it's creative or income producing or both, or if it's just taking great care of your family. You need to have an environment that supports that and supports you in doing that. And if you don't take the time to do that, and if you don't put a value on that, it's like saying, oh, well, I'm a human being, but I'm not going to eat food for a while and see how that goes. And then when I pass out, or I'm not going to drink water for a while, when I pass out from dehydration, I'm going to say, oh, shoot, I should have done that. Having some water would be a valuable thing. And then you start drinking water. But most of my clients don't think that getting valuable, organizing tips, and taking the time to set up those valuable systems that are going to actually support everything they do, their relationships, their health, themselves, their own self-worth, they think that they don't have time because they need to be giving to other people, doing other things that are more important, that really aren't. And so I just wanted to talk a little bit about that today. And let you know that I believe your environment reflects back to you what you can achieve. And if you are returning home or to an office that is always cluttered, makes you feel frustrated and overwhelmed, even if there's a lot of good ideas hiding amongst the piles, you will never get to those ideas because you are not seeing completed projects. You are seeing piles of crap. And you are seeing that you didn't take time to do your thing or get your own head around a new project so that you could do it, because you were interrupted and dealing with someone else's crap. So I'm not trying to be harsh here, but there's a reality. When I talk to clients and we talk this through, and they get to the point where they tell me that it would be a priceless gift, a price above rubies, invaluable to get organized and have that feeling of knowing where their things are, what to work on next, what they, where things go, where the place is to put the things. So when they're cleaning up and picking up, it's much faster and more efficient. They are confident and at peace because they know these things. There's a knowledge in having control over your environment and where things are and what is in that environment. There is confidence that gets built from that knowing. And it's an easy kind of knowing to get. When they can easily entertain, when they can have people over, when they can easily have a creative idea spark and actually go and execute it rather quickly. When they know what to do and where things go, and when they have the time to do the thing that really brings them energy, they tell me that's invaluable to them. And then they're not willing to spend $50 on it, or $100, or $1,000, or whatever it is. And it's not actually about the money. They're not willing to put the time and effort that it's going to take to get it there, which is way less than the time it took you to get to this point of overwhelm. But they're not willing to do it for themselves. They think that money is better spent on something like a pretty new thing, a different brand of shampoo, a shopping trip, a different kind of dinner. All these things seem more important than that basic, I want to be a confident, healthy human being in my environment doing the thing I love to do and taking care of the people I love. And I'm a little upset about that. I think we should value ourselves enough to know that we need to take the time, effort, spend the money, invest in ourselves and our space so that we can do our thing. That's why I have coaches. I have not been without a coach of some kind in some form or fashion for the last 7 years. And my life has improved immensely because of that investment in myself. And I'm still not perfect. I still mess up on a lot of stuff. I still have a list of 100 things I need to do. But I am more comfortable and more confident and more um, willing to explore and change my ideas and do things differently because I have input and support. And I get it, I go seek it for myself when something's not working. And that's all I'm asking. Start exploring, see what your options are, go a little deeper. Don't just buy a container or a new calendar and think that's going to solve your time. You have to go a little bit deeper. You have to take the time to invest in your own self worth. And it seems really hard, but it's not. It's actually really simple. It's not necessarily easy, but it's really simple. And there are some steps I can take you through that can get you exactly where you want to be. It's matching your environment, your thoughts, the way you spend your time with the impact you actually want to have on the world, the desired outcome you're seeking from your life. Instead of living by default, live it more deliberately and curate the things around you to get exactly what you want out of your life and for your family and for the greater world. Anyway, I'm hoping that listening to me on my little soapbox today didn't turn you off too badly, but I felt like it was worth saying that we are all important and we are all worth investing in and we're all worth having an environment that allows us to shine. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Check out morethanorganized.net. Lots of the things I talk about actually take you deeper. They're not quite this upfront and straightforward and in your face about it, but the suggestions are there to help you get going deeper and really match up your value, your worth with the way you are living your life and working in your environment. All right. Thanks for listening. See you next Monday. I promise we'll go back to some easier tips and tricks, but I want to get you thinking. Thinking is good. Curiosity is good, and it will get you that freedom and living a fuller life. All right. Talk to you later. Thanks. Bye-bye.